All right. It is very pleasing to witness the fact that once in a while, our courts do give what we consider the right judgment. However, the justice system is designed to always and forever give the right judgment, not to selectively give the right judgment. This is instructive. We are not forgetting the judgments of the 2023 presidential election, which, as far as we are concerned, Labour Party won. So I repeat, justice is meant to be consistent. Justice is meant to be always and forever, not just when it is convenient. However, the little that they are given, we appreciate, and we hope they will continue. My leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there used to be a party, a mammoth, that said it was going to misrule Nigeria for 60 years. Today, that party is not only a department, it is a detachment of another party. There was a party that was reduced to one state. They used religion, they used the other realm, they used ethnicity, they used everything, and they bounced back. And they have been misruling Nigeria with impunity greater than those. Stand firm, stand with the truth. Learn from history and do not be afraid. Right now, there is no space for anybody in that misruling party. And they have destroyed the opportunity for anybody to contest in that old party that wanted to misrule for 60 years. What does that leave us with? Labour Party. Don't ever underestimate who you are. Don't ever underestimate what you have. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourselves. I've been saying this. Do not be scared. The appointments they are making are fake. The appointments they are making are illegal. The paraphernalia of governance that they're enjoying, spending our money, destroying our country, is only but for a limited time. Do not be scared. Believe in yourselves. The saying goes that there may be another movement. You know, I'll not hide it. Let us see it. Labour is there. Labour is the only option. And that, like I said, in 2022 and 2023, there was only one party that was conditioned to win the elections, and Labour Party won the election. What happened? Of course, they switched off IREV, they changed the meaning of English language, and they bent our constitution. And I remain by what I said. This serving government remains questionably constitutional. And of course, I will not forget my able chairman, Senator Nnamdi. The high point of her speech is that she is extending a hand of friendship and brotherliness to whoever is aggrieved. Labour Party will continue to do that. Embrace and embrace, because you cannot go into that old party. You are wasting your time. It's a detachment. You cannot go into APC because there is no space for anybody. Instead, what is happening, they will realize there is no space for anybody anywhere. The only option continues to remain Labour Party. At the right time, I will say more. Thank you very much. From the script read by His Excellency Governor Oti, I want to draw our attention to something that is politically going on in Nigeria now. And it is deeply instructive. We should reflect on this. Labour Party scored 10 million votes plus, reduced to 6.1 million. Now that the political climate is in search of so-called another platform, the only platform they should be talking about, besides those that I had earlier mentioned, should be Labour Party, not another party that scored nothing close to 100,000 votes. We should hold this, we should use this. Labour Party is the party to be in. I mean, why bring in a party that has no governor, no senate, is it something like that, and a lot less than 1 million votes? Why? If you ask, is there something about Labour Party that they are afraid of? Yes. Is there something in Labour Party that they don't want Nigerians to enjoy? Yes. Is there certain goods that and positive changes that Labour Party will bring to Nigeria? Yes. And they really, really want to avoid it. Now that we're back on course, please hold this instructive argument. We are the ones with the votes that was reduced to this. So if anybody is looking for any other platform, it is Labour. And don't let this go, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
When we met and he told me his reply, and when I started reading certain things about his private meeting and conversation in national newspaper, I was shocked. Sorry, it's not on a mission. I was shocked. But if you know me very well, I usually operate from point of weakness. It is better that people say you're weak, because it allows me to exhaust reason. You must exhaust reason before you fight, before you ask anything. So we went to court. And I'm sure you know I've followed court in this country deliciously. I'm the first governor to come through court, to come back from impeachment, and to change the electoral calendar in this country. Forever. So I believe in court process. And I share what my brother Datti said. In this case, the court has taken the rightful position. They've done the right thing. It is for all of us to go out. We are not saying we've won. Labour Party won. The future of Labour Party is that any party that would have been a party of choice today in this country, if not for the delay and going through that process, it would have been Labour Party. But I assure you, you'll be a party of tomorrow. Some have speculated all sorts of things. Some have even said, oh, he has left Labour Party. Some of us are on our way out. Some of us are on our way this. Let me assure you, we are Labour Party members. I have never discussed with any other party. If we are going to discuss with anybody, we'll discuss it jointly from our house at the Labour Party. No party will tell you that they've seen me discussing with them. And like I always say, Governor, we would sit down and discuss. Everybody, leadership, stakeholders will say, we want to be part of this. It is not P2B's choice. It is choice of everybody. We must move and do everything we are doing as a family, because we're choosing to be family. And this family does not exclude anybody. Like Governor has said, let's do the right thing. Let's go and do from ward to local government, to state, to zone, come and do it nationally. Everybody is free to contest. Everybody is free to. By the time the caretaker comes out with whatever they want, everybody is free. Nobody is excluded. and will ensure fairness. We want to build a party that will be fair, a party that will be just, a party that people can look at and say, this is how this party is. We want to go into the next election knowing fully well that we're offering Nigerians the best of people and competent people for House of Assembly, for House of Rep, for Senate, for Governor, for any level of election. So we want to be ready. We want to correct even mistakes we made in the past. Because there were mistakes. So we need to correct it. We are going to be sure that whoever wants to contest House of Rep, House of Assembly now, will be a Labour member. Not on transit, not passing by. We want to be sure that those who go to House of Rep are not passing by. They are members of our party. And they are competent. And they will stand with the party. Because we want to be a party of ideology. Not a party where you just elect people and they become whatever goes on. And I thank those who stood, especially my brother there, at the time, even if we were a lone voice, be alone.
Thank you, sir.
We must have senators who agree with us. That is what we want. Even if we go and fail, we fail. But it is better to fail being right than be on the side of wrong. That is what we want. And we're going to do that for Nigeria. Do not fear anybody. Those who feared yesterday had not done it better. We must speak when things are wrong. Nigeria is collapsing. Anybody can say anything. The numbers are clear. The indices are clear. Very clear. More and more people are poorer. If you want, go to your village. The people who are begging now are no longer, there are even people who are that are no longer people who used to feed and are begging. Even in this hotel. Every time I enter this hotel now, I see people who are telling me, Oga, I just came to Abuja, I can't go back. In this hotel. So that shows you, these are where I used to come here. People say, Oga, will you drink? Come and eat. Come and do this. Nobody's offering me anything now. They're asking me to bring something. That shows how bad it is. When you now see somebody without mother telling you, I can't go back. You see, they don't enter anybody. So let us know that things are difficult. Things are bad. It is time for all of us to come together. I thank those of you who are doing very well, and let us stand together and ensure that the right things, starting from our party, are done. So, Chair and leaders, I must thank all of you. Thank our performing governor.
Yes, sir.
Thank all those who are here for their contribution, for their support and everything. I know that Datti came back for this. Some of the senators, Ogene and Co. and everything. I heard you've been removed as caucus leader. I said I didn't see your replacement here. So I think we have our own minority chief whip and everything. So we thank everybody. Let us remain firm as a family. We have a lot of work to do. Let's go and face that work and do it justly. Loving each other. If there's anybody who has shown us hatred, let's show them love. We can't reply with this thing. So we must extend love to everybody. We must be part of everything that is happening. We must remember that families do disagree and reconcile and move on as a family. So let us call whatever has happened the past. Let's march on the future, assuring that we will get to where we're going. Labour Party, Labour Party, that is where we're going to go. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, before the next item, His Excellency the Chairman Abia would like to make a brief intervention. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, I just wanted to bring us all to speed about the certified true copy of the judgment that was just released not too long ago, signed by Honorable Justice John Okoro Enyam. It's a, like I said, it's a 48-page document. From page 47. So by the time you finish listening to this, all the manipulations and the lies would take flight. The three issues submitted for determination, and I'm quoting, are hereby jointly resolved in favor of the appellants. And the appellants are Distinguished Senator Esther Nenade Osman and Distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha. It goes further. In summary, both the trial court and the court below had no jurisdiction to entertain the suit of this first respondent. Whitman Relief and first respondent is Abure. Whitman Relief, as they both rightly observed, was inserted as relief number 5, as though it was an appendage. Consequent upon the foregoing, the decisions of both trial courts and the court below, recognizing Barrister Julius Abure as the national chairman of the first respondent, are hereby set aside, and suite number FHC is hereby struck out for want of jurisdiction. In the same vein, the first respondent's cross appeal in appeal number being an offshoot of the same judgment of the court below is hereby dismissed. Before I am done, may I admonish political parties and their members to endeavor to always allow their constitutions, rules, regulations, and guidelines to guide them in choosing their officers as well as candidates. That way, incessant internal rifts, which always find their way to court, will be reduced. If the constitution of a political party has prescribed duration for tenure of office of an officer, such officer should be humble enough to live at the expiration of the tenure. In the final analysis, I find this appeal to be meritorious and is hereby allowed. Parties shall bear their respective course. Appeal allowed in very, very clear sentence. Signed, John Enyam Okoro, Justice of the Supreme Court. Need we say more?
No. Thank you.
Further,
Labour Party.
Further to this, now that we have received and seen this and heard this, we have further condition that the leaders of this party, the elected members and major stakeholders, we are going to leave from here to INEC to go and submit this document, so that we can start the process. Because we have exhausted the reason. We will go there now, all of us from here today, and say, here is the document from court. This is our own resolution. So can we now start process of rebuilding with your recognition, so that nobody gives us the excuse tomorrow? Speaker.
Movement to INEC. There's an item. Okay, sir.
From the script read by His Excellency Governor Oti, I want to draw our attention to something that is politically going on in Nigeria now. And it is deeply instructive. We should reflect on this. Labour Party scored 10 million votes plus, reduced to 6.1 million. Now that the political climate is in search of so-called another platform, the only platform they should be talking about, besides those that I had earlier mentioned, should be Labour Party, not another party that scored nothing close to 100,000 votes. We should hold this, we should use this. Labour Party is the party to be in. I mean, why bring in a party that has no governor, no senate, is it something like that, and a lot less than 1 million votes? Why? If you ask, is there something about Labour Party that they are afraid of? Yes. Is there something in Labour Party that they don't want Nigerians to enjoy? Yes. Is there certain goods that and positive changes that Labour Party will bring to Nigeria? Yes. And they really, really want to avoid it. Now that we're back on course, please hold this instructive argument. We are the ones with the votes that was reduced to this. So if anybody is looking for any other platform, it is Labour. And don't let this go, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
I want us to note two important dates in what we are doing before I move the motion. On the 4th of September last year, following the expiration of the tenure of the former leaders of this party, we gathered in Omaha at the invitation of the statutory members of the National Executive Committee of Labour Party, those surviving at the time when the tenures of others expired. And with other stakeholders that attended, the statutory members of NEC surviving, led by Dr. Alex Oti, did appoint a national caretaker committee for Labour Party on that 4th of September. While they took off to start their work, the former leaders went to court to obtain an order of court to stop INEC from de-recognizing Abudu as the chairman. That was when the clock was put on the wheel. And fortuitously, with divine intervention, on the 4th of April, 4th again, we started on the 4th. They stopped us from moving forward. On the 4th of April again, the Supreme Court removed the wage and removed recognition of Abure as national chairman of the Labour Party. So we are starting again. We are moving again with the authority of the decision of the Supreme Court rendered on another 4th of April. Following from that judgment, therefore, 4th of April, yes, that was when the Supreme Court cleared the way again. That's to show that God's hand in it. It started on the 4th, and the door was opened again on the 4th. So nothing will close this door again in the mighty name of God. So following this decision of the Supreme Court, which has been read out to us in very clear and unambiguous terms, the other claimant to that office has ceased to be the national chairman of Labour Party. Therefore, I, Senator Victor Ume, representing Anambra Central Senatorial District, a member of the Labour Party of Nigeria, hereby stand up to move a motion that this meeting again, comprising the statutory members of NEC, led by Alex Oti, and all of us, the stakeholders, led by Mr. Peter Obi, hereby move that this House hereby ratify the Executive Committee, led by Senator Dr. Nnamdi Usman, as the authentic leaders of this party, and mandate them to continue with the processes halted after the 4th of September last year mandate, to go on and conduct congresses from the ward, local government, state, zonal, and the national convention to set up our party one more time towards the road to progress and sufficient strength to assert its position in Nigeria. I so move. Thank you very much.
The Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, to
My name is Emmanuel Emeruwa. Right Honorable. The Speaker of Abia State House of Assembly, a member of Labour Party and representing Aba South State Constituency, Abia State, do hereby second the motion moved by Senator Victor Ume to rectify the leadership of Senator Esther Nnamdi, led executive, to conduct all its congresses and the National Convention as moved or as established on the 4th of September 2024, and also recognized by the Supreme Court on the 4th of April 2025, as seconded.
Thank you. May I now invite
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having heard the motion and the secondment, I hereby put the question, and it will be by voice vote. First of all, is there any objection? No. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. All right, I won't go the way of some. The ayes have it. Okay.
Committee, the LP National Assembly and State Assembly caucuses, and the members of Obedient Movement and entire Labour Party members to be tabled by Right Honorable Ogene and will be seconded by the NLC President, represented by Comrade Omar.
Labour Party, forward ever. Your Excellencies, let me stand respectfully on the already established protocols. In spite of the chicanery of 2 days ago, I, Victor Afam Ogene, representing Ogbaru Federal Constituency, but in this instance, with the full weight and support of members of the House of Representatives Caucus, Labour Party, rise to move a motion, and I so do, that this assemblage of NEC members and stakeholders of our great party, the Labour Party, do move a motion, and I so move, for the passage of a vote of confidence on our leaders, especially Mr. Peter Obi, the LP 2023 presidential candidate, the governor of Abia, our own performing, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, the National Caretaker Working Committee of the party, led by distinguished Senator Nnamdi Esther Usman, the Labour Party National and State Assemblies caucuses, members of the Obedient Movement and family, and the entire membership and faithful of our great party strewn all over the corners of Nigeria and in the diaspora, that will move this motion for their leadership, commitment, loyalty, solidarity, and further growth of the party. I so move.
Thank you very much.
Great party, Your Excellencies. There's no way I can be able to repeat the motion, but I, Comrade Abdul Wahid Ibrahim Omar, do hereby second the motion as moved. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Excellencies. Having had the motion and having also heard from Comrade Omar, who seconded the motion, I hereby put the question. First of all, is there anyone who is opposed to this motion? Okay. Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it.
The National Convention of the party, I think the item is overtaken by event. We move to the AOB and stakeholders interactive town hall meeting. And I've been asked to
that certain persons were allowed to inflict incalculable damage on this party. But I see the wisdom of our...
Who is the Deputy Minority Whip of the 10th House of Representatives. I will invite him to make a brief intervention.
Thank you. Our leader, the leader of the Labour Party.
Freedom come, freedom come by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come.
So guys, we all know that Datti Ahmed is that one politician, you know, who speaks so fearlessly. Honestly, this man does not want to know. And guess what? Everything he predicted, you know, after the 2023 presidential election have all come to pass. He told INEC that they did the wrong thing and told the Buhari's government that, you know, bringing Tinubu to power is going to ruin democracy. It's going to destroy democracy. You know, bringing these unconstitutional people who have been awarded to have won the election was going to destroy the country. And that is just what we are seeing on that Tinubu's government. You know, people used to say Buhari was the worst. But now people are now saying Buhari to be a saint because of the calamity Tinubu has brought about Nigerians, the suffering, the hardship, all the kinds of things. What is it that people are not going through in Nigeria today because of Tinubu's leadership? You know, these were all the things that Datti Ahmed said. That if you swear these people in, you are going to destroy democracy. Swearing them in means ending democracy. And people thought it was just a mere joke. But guess what? What is happening today? Democracy has been destroyed. Okay, now take for instance, in Rivers State, we heard that Borno State is suffering from the hand of Boko Haram, that they've almost taken over the state. And guess what? Tinubu gathered military, sent them to Rivers State for no reason. Our military men are serving at the wrong places. Go to the southeast, they are all over the places. Because they feel the southeast is their Zambiza. They've abandoned the terrorists in the north. Tell me why terrorists will not overrun Nigeria. They've left their enclave and the military are there in the southeast, busy collecting money at all these their blockages, you know. and then they leave the security of the nation at the hands of a few military men whom Boko Haram has overpowered. That's the challenge we have. So the Tinubu's government does what seems good to them, not what is right for the Nigerian people. No, it's not their problem. After all, they know that they didn't win this election. You know, they know it very well that they didn't win this election. Tinubu didn't win. And how do you expect him to even govern and govern well? You know? So guys, I don't know what you think of all this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.